08459 311 111. She was talking to me. What's wrong with you? Text 81333. Start your message with Oxford. If you text any show on this radio station, your standard network rate applies. BBC Radio Oxford. I'm malcolm.boyden@bbc.co.uk. Andrew's joined me this morning. He passed his maths A-level when he was just 13 years old. By 19, he was at Oxford University, and then he entered via spaceship the Big Brother house. Andrew, good morning.
Hi, Malcolm. Good morning.
Lovely to see you.
It's great to be here.
Oh, good. Oh, World Maths Day yesterday. A couple of questions, because you're a maths genius.
Oh, you sprung this on me. Okay, go for it.
Here we go. I asked these yesterday, and we got on rather well.
Okay.
If you take 3 apples from 5 apples, what are you left with?
3 apples. Nice try.
You didn't even have to think.
No.
Blast him. Let me get a bit more difficult with him. Okay. How many 9s between 1 and 100? How many 9s between 1 and 100?
Okay. So I guess you've got the 9 9s that are under 90, and then from the 90s to 99, you've got 1 for every number but 99, which contributes 2. So I guess that'd be 20.
He's too clever.
Is that right?
Yeah, of course it is.
I bet most people forget about the ones in the 90s, right?
Yeah,
to say 10.
We had a right run around with that yesterday, and look, you've gazumped me straight away. Anyway, how on earth did you end up in the Big Brother house? We're talking the last series, the last ever series. You came as a halfway housemate.
That's right.
Dropped into the garden by spaceship.
In a spaceship. That was really exciting to be there in a spaceship. I got to bypass the baying crowd as well. It sometimes boo as well. I was just dropped right into the back garden. But how I came to be there, so I was studying at Oxford, and which I really enjoyed, but it's not exactly the most exciting thing. So I thought, let's spice up my life a bit. Let's do something that very few people have done, something that's going to be very exciting, very challenging though at the same time, just to see how I could cope. And I applied for Big Brother, and about after 6 rounds of auditions, lots of trips to London auditioning, I was given the call on a Wednesday that I'd have to go in on the Friday. So I had 1 day to pack, and then I was off to London, and then before I knew it, I was in a spaceship, and I was locked in a house for 7 weeks.
And is it true that you have to be totally secretive? Once you're chosen for Big Brother, you can't tell anybody?
You can tell one person, so I chose to tell my mother, but apart from that, no, you can't tell anybody. You can't tell anybody, no. It's tough to keep secretive, because all my friends noticed me traveling to places for auditions, and I had to come up with excuses and stuff like that. And even when I knew I was going on the Friday, I couldn't say anything. I wanted maybe to tell people to watch it, but I couldn't do anything like that. So
what a shock for them.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Let's be clear on this. You didn't go into Big Brother for the fame and the fortune. You were quite happy studying maths. You just wanted to taste a different sort of life for a bit.
Well, it's got to be said, when some people have quite a negative attitude to people that go on reality shows, think, it's all about the fame, it's all being for the cameras, it's all the tension. But this year, there were no people like that on our show. As you said, just for me, I think that was quite a draw for the producers, because I said to them, look, I'm studying mathematics now. It's something that I really enjoy. It's what I want to be doing. So if I do go on Big Brother, when I leave the show, I'm going to go straight back to my normal life. I'm not going on the show for any media exposure, to get a career in the media. I'm just looking to go on it to have a good time, have some fun, let my hair down for a bit, and then just go back to life as usual.
And did you have a good time? Did you have some fun? Tell me Tell me about the Big Brother house.
Well, it was the most challenging thing I've ever done, but at the same time, it was the most fun thing I've ever done. It was challenging because you're locked in such a small environment. It gets very intense, and it can get very paranoid. And you're in there with people that you wouldn't interact with normally. I mean, these people are totally removed from your frame of reference. Very, very different people, lots of characters. So, in an enclosed environment like that, you're going to get lots of conflict that you have to deal with, and you have to live with these people at the same time. So that's why it was quite challenging, but at the same time it was really fun, because when the whole house pulls together for a task or something, and some of the tasks we did this year was so crazy. It was so fun. I mean, I got to be a spaceman. I got to be Jack Bauer. I had to ignore Davina McCall when she came into the house and kissed me. So some of the tasks were really, really fun. That's what made it a great, great experience.
Are you aware that you're on television for very nearly 24 hours a day? Are you aware of the cameras?
No, you're not at all. About after the first 2 days, you just forget about the cameras completely because they're part of your life. So you just get used to them. You don't think about them anymore. The only time actually where you do sort of get a sense that the cameras are watching you is if you talk about something interesting, you can hear all the cameras rotating because there's like 5 fixed cameras in the ceiling in any one room, and they all rotate if you talk about something interesting. They're and focus on you. So that's when you sort of get a little bit worried about the cameras.
That's a good impression of a camera moving. Yeah, well done. You could go into that if the math fails. And what about when you come out of the Big Brother house? Is it bedlam for a while? Was the spotlight on you? Were the papers waiting to talk to you? When you walk out of the Big Brother house, down the steps, you've got the baying crowd now, haven't you?
Yes, I had to face the crowd in the end.
What's that like?
Well, it was crazy. For about the first month after I left the Big Brother house, I sort of got a little bit of a taste of what that lifestyle would be like, what being famous would be like, because the paps, as they call it, they did follow us around, and we were going to various parties, meeting these people, and
did you like it or loathe it?
I did like it, but it's not a lifestyle that I would want for my whole life. It's really, really interesting to get just a glimpse of that lifestyle, how it would be to be in the public eye all the time.
Yes.
But I'm glad I'm just back to my normal self now.
You don't crave it, having tasted it?
Not at all, no. I was really pleased to get a glimpse of it, a glimpse of that sort of lifestyle, but I'm more than happy now to be where I am, yeah.
Good stuff. It's Andrew Edmonds on BBC Radio Oxford. He's the maths genius. I hope you don't mind me calling you a genius.
Not at all, please.
Okay. He passed his A-level at 13. By 19, he was at Oxford University. We'll find out about his early life when he discovered that he had a knack for maths, well, perhaps more than a knack. And what happens next? It's 10:16. Good morning.
Phil Gale.
A national state of emergency has been declared in New...
Past 10. Andrew's in the studio. He's 20 now, Andrew Edmonds. Passed his maths A-level, aged only 13. By 19, he was at Oxford University. He wants to become a maths teacher. But he had 15 minutes of fame in the Big Brother house, the final series. They'll go down in history, won't they, you lot, because you are the last Big Brother
housemates.
Hopefully
so. It was an absolute honour to be the last housemates in the proper Big Brother house, because they definitely went out with a bang as well. I think it was bigger and better, so it's just a thrill to be in the last one.
Yeah. Take me back to your early days. When did you realise as a kid, growing up in Bournemouth, you're from Bournemouth, you're lucky, 2 beautiful areas, Bournemouth and Oxford.
They are very beautiful for different reasons, but I've been very lucky, yeah.
So when did you realise that you had a knack for mathematics then? Is it in the family? What's your story?
So, well, it's the sort of thing, when I was like 6, 5, 6, that sort of age, and the other kids wanted to say like play in the sandpit or do stuff like that, I was just inside going through questions in my maths textbook. I've always liked numbers, and to begin with, I was just naturally good with maths. I had sort of an affinity with numbers, but then I studied harder and harder and became quite good at it. So, and then I was very lucky to have excellent maths teachers that allowed me to advance so I could do these exams early.
Yes.
But at the same time, I was becoming very tunnelled vision towards mathematics, so my other subjects were slipping. So that's why when I did my GCSE and my A-level at an early age, I could then progress to do university maths, but it would have been just a totally wrong thing to do because my other subjects were just weren't as good. So I had to take a break for a little while from maths, focus on other areas like English and the sciences, and then I went back to mathematics, and now I'm at uni. Yeah.
And the inspiration you got from your teachers has stayed with you because that's why you want to go back into teaching, to put something back in.
That's exactly what I want to do, yeah. I'd like to be a teacher when I'm older, and you're exactly right. It's that inspiration from having amazing maths teachers. They certainly inspired me to really love the subject of mathematics, so I'd like to inspire that in other people as well, because it's a great subject if you have the right teaching.
Yes. Are you a little bit sad that you didn't go into the Big Brother house when it was event television? By the end of it, we'd all got a little bit fed up. Do you know what I mean? I'm not being disrespectful.
No, that's sure. I mean, viewers dropped and stuff like that. But I went into Big Brother for my own reasons, really, not for the attention or whatever. But still, it would have been amazing to be part of it when it was in the first few seasons, and just that. Because when those housemates got out, they were like rock stars. They had to have security and stuff like that. So that would have been an even bigger experience. But I'm just happy to go on the show. But it did used to be a massive event back in the first few seasons.
And what parts of Big Brother don't we see as an audience? There must be times when maintenance men must come into the house.
Yeah.
There must be times... Do you see anybody else? Do you see the production staff? Do you see the team when you go into the diary room? What's that like?
Well, what you don't get a sense of is we can hear the people behind the mirrors. With the cameramen, sometimes we can hear them talking on the phone and stuff like that. And what we always try to do, we always try to hijack their conversation. If we can hear them talking about something, we try to jump in on it. So this one morning, I heard a cameraman behind my bed. He was talking to his mate about an episode of Friends that I just so happened to see. So I tried to join in the conversation, and they go quiet so quickly when they've been rumbled. And also, yeah, we do get sort of shepherded from room to room, and we're locked in rooms when maintenance needs to be performed on the house.
Yes.
And we did find a little spot in the bedroom curtain where we were quiet, and we sort of looked through it, and we could see other people just performing maintenance on the house.
Is it boring at any stage? The long hours when perhaps you're lay on your bed and there's nothing to do?
It can get really, really boring. On a day when they don't set a task, that's it. You've just got all day to find ways to occupy yourself. And yeah, I spent a lot of time just lying on my bed, talking about the stupid stuff to the housemates, just to give your mind something to do, yeah.
What do your family think of you? You told your mom you were going into the Big Brother house. Was she supportive? Because this is something completely off track for you.
Oh, I was so lucky. I have a really, really nice and supportive family. They were absolutely lovely about it from before I went into the house to after. So my mum, who's a huge fan of the show as well, so she was supportive, but she also knew the risks and dangers of going in the show, because for some people, unfortunately, it's ruined them. So, but no, she was really supportive, and she was there for me along with my father when I got out of the house. So they've been all really supportive. Yeah.
Did you like your best bits, or did you cringe at your best bits?
Oh, I absolutely cringed. I haven't been able to watch the show back at all. I really cringe. I've tried to watch myself back, but I just can't do it. I just think, oh, why did I say this, or why did I do that, or you know, it was really cringeworthy. Yeah.
You've got a Twitter base. You've got lots of Twitter fans who've been twittering you this morning, haven't they?
I must give a little shout out. Can I say happy birthday to Chrissy Bond? Yeah, Chrissy Bond, whose birthday is on Friday. So happy birthday, Chrissy Bond, from there. But I am
one of your Twitter fans.
She is one of my Twitter fans. I am on Twitter for my sins, and it's a really fun website, actually. You can chat with all sorts of people and find out what people are doing, celebrities are doing. Just like it's quite a fun website.
But you have no wish to become a celebrity now. You are back and you're studying and your head is down and you're focused on becoming a maths teacher. Am I right?
That's exactly right.
No more running naked through Oxford?
No, not anymore. I don't know. Maybe. It's Park End tonight. We'll see.
He did, you know. He ran naked through Oxford with just gaffer tape around his private part.
Malcolm.
You did.
Malcolm.
You did. I'm not going to say any more. I think I've said too much already. But seriously, as a student, have you found your home? Is this what you enjoy? Have you found where you're going in life, really, do you think, Andrew?
Oh, absolutely. I really love the path that I'm going down. Being able to study with the some of the finest minds here at Oxford is just an absolute joy every day.
Okay. Andrew, lovely to hear your voice this morning, says Katie on the text. That's not me.
Is that Katie? Sorry, Malcolm. I thought you were just being complimentary.
No.
Thank you, Katie, as well.
I'm not giving you a compliment. No, this is Katie. I want to be a teacher as well, so you're a bit of an inspiration to Katie. I want to go into English teaching. Let's hope we both achieve our goals. All the best, Andrew. Lots of love from Katie.
Oh, thank you very much, Katie. Good luck on becoming an English teacher. I hope it goes well.
And I do as well. Lovely meeting you this morning.
Thank you.
You've got, 2.5 years left at Oxford University?
That's right. If I go for the 4-year master course, I'll have 2.5 years left, yeah.
And the last question from World Maths Day, which I haven't told you anything about.
Oh, dear.
I'm struggling to remember it. It's something like, what was 25 cubed?
Oh, well, 25 squared is 625, but cubed... Oh, I don't know.
And come on, you're a maths genius.
Be about 15,000. I don't know.
Yeah, 15,000.
15,625.
Yes.
There you go.
Good stuff. Lovely meeting you. Thank you very much indeed, Andrew, and good luck with your studies.
Thank you very much. Pleasure to be here.
Of course, we're going to keep him. He's going to now become our Dr. Maths on the show. Yeah, we have a resident Dr. Maths. His name is Andrew Edmonds. You'll remember him from the very, very last Big Brother. Fascinating insight into Big Brother there. We also have a Dr. Russia on the show, and he's going to be here after 12. It's Mikhail Gorbachev's 80th birthday today. Dr. Rusher is David. He's in after 12 o'clock. 10:27 the time now. It is BBC Radio Oxford. It's Wednesday, March the 2nd. And you can telephone us 08459 311 111. You can text 81333. Start your message with Oxford. I'm malcolm.boyden at bbc.co.uk. As the new Wizard of Oz premieres in London, we're asking you, have you ever been in the Wizard of Oz? Have you, Andrew?
I haven't, no. Maybe I should try.
Blast. I'd got him down as a scarecrow.
BBC Radio Oxford.